Hello, viewers. This is Dr. Aijaz Qureshi from Toronto, Canada, with today's The Daydreamers Show episode. We are going to talk about networking today, and we'll tell you all about networking. We have our expert on networking, my friend, my best friend, from all the way from Sweden, and we are probably brothers from another mother. He is so dear and near to my heart. He's such a wonderful soul. He is a digital nomad, ICO advisor, educator, impact navigator. So he tracks impact. He is crypto proponent. He's board advisor at the Bitdepositary. He is board advisor at Blockchain Forum of Pakistan. He has been selected for that role. He's a wonderful person. He is board advisor at Pink Taxi Group in the United Kingdom. So he's doing all different kinds of things. Let's bring him to the show. We welcome our friend Alex Bertlin.
Hello, Aijaz.
Hi, Alex. How are you today?
I'm fine. It's a bit hot here in Sweden today, actually.
Yeah, it is hot here too. You know, we have air conditioning going on here, and but it's still, you know, it's really hot.
Yeah.
So let's get into networking. When we talk about networking, the first thing comes to our mind is the computer networking. So are we going to talk about Cisco and all that kind of thing?
If you want, but I prefer to talk about relation networking.
Relation networking. Oh my God! So I'm gonna miss my spiel on the Cisco networking, Alex.
This is not about cables and other stuff, you know. It's about relations and how to build a network globally.
Awesome. So first of all, why networking? Why should we be networking? I mean, I'm okay. I'm a celebrity. I'm well off. I have my house and cars and everything. Why should I be networking? Why should I spend time on that?
That's a very good question. Networking, some people would say that it's not for everyone, but I strongly disagree, because we have moved into the information age now. If you just scroll back 20 years ago, we did not have this global internet, you know. So we had the phone lines, we sent mails with pen and paper and so on. Today we have a connection with everyone on the internet, you know, basically within a second. So now there is a new it's a new upper class that is building, and this is networkers. Networkers is becoming the new upper class. It's not about money, it's about social capital. So it's a very long discussion, but we can touch on bits and pieces of this during this stream, I guess. But that is a really strong point. There are many other points, of course. It's fun. You get to know people from different countries, like you in Canada, for example. 20 years ago, how big chance would it be that we would actually talk?
No.
Slim but none, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
You're right. So apart from, you know, we as people, we have to be connected to each other. We have to know what other people are doing, what are they capable of, because if we don't network, we won't know what other people are up to, you know, what are they doing in their lives. And I always consider, when I took a sales course, the first thing they told us that don't try to fit your solution into customers' whatever needs, right? Always study customers' needs, and then the first thing that taught us was just consider what is in it for me from the customer side, right? So I would consider what is in it for me for networking. Okay, so if I network, what is in it for me? What do I get in return of networking?
Yeah, and that's a wide question. You could get, if we could just go to basic.
Yes.
You could get friends, of course, like you and me. You can get business partners. You can get fame. You can get fame, infamous. if you're a bad guy, you know. It's a multitude of things that you can get from networking. basically anything from a network, because networks is really your customers as well. If you have a let's say you have a shop, you sell fruits, then your customers are your network. So if you have a bigger network, either it's in your town or global, then you have a bigger group of potential customers as well, if you think it from like a business perspective. So 20 years ago, you had only customers around you. It could be your friends or relatives and their friends and so on. Now you have a global, now you have billions of people that could be your customer in a couple of seconds. That's a big difference.
Great. Vikramjit Sajdev is my friend from Toronto. He's saying, I think social media is very useful, but unknowingly it takes you in addiction. Social media addiction.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on what you use it for, maybe.
Exactly. A couple of people are saying, Vikramjit Sajdev is saying hi to both of you gentlemen, and other people are saying hello. So if you have any questions related to networking, viewers, please do put them in comment, and we'll try to answer them. So going back, Alex, to the networking. So what are the different, now we have defined what is networking and why should we be doing networking, because it gives you the customers, the friends for life, those kind of things. That establishes a relationship with other people. But again, sitting on the other side of the table, how do we network with each other globally? I'm talking about global networking, or local or global or whatever level.
Yeah. I guess if we are looking at social media, and we can take Facebook, for example, we are streaming right now on Facebook. You don't have to, go on Facebook Live to network. You can just, if you have some interest, let's say you like gardening, then there are thousands of gardening groups on Facebook. You can just go in there and start asking questions, or maybe answering questions for people that is asking questions. That is the start of relation building. Do not go out and add people as friends that you don't know. Think of it the same as if you go downtown. You don't just go pick on people's back and, hey, can I be your friend? Hey, can I be your friend? Hey, can I be your friend? But this is more common on Facebook, because they are distanced from the subject, so to speak. But don't do that.
True.
You're destroying your personal brand by doing that. You should communicate before you send the friend request. Establish some type of relation before you do that step. There is some people have a follow function.
Most of the time people send requests and without introducing themselves. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, it is. I think I have 300 or 400 friend requests in my inbox, and I'm sure you have the same, that people are not communicating.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there is no. Okay, I'm gonna be honest now. There is no value for me in accepting people that do not communicate. Yeah. If I accept these people, I will dilute my network. It's like if you have a glass of Coca-Cola and you pour water into the Coca-Cola. If you pour more and more water into the Coca-Cola, in a couple of days or weeks, there is no more Coca-Cola left. It's totally diluted,
Right.
With then you have a network and no one is communicating. So then you have to restart.
True. Now, in between, I take questions as well, Alex. So there is our friend Noman Saeed is asking where and how to learn blockchain technology deeply. So he wants to learn blockchain, and I think he's asking the right question at the right time from the right person, Alex.
Yeah, I learned from Google, YouTube, and I invested a little bit in the beginning. That I think is the most important step. It's very hard to learn something that you have no investment in. It's like I have no investment in hair salons, so I have no interest in learning that. But if you do invest a little bit, then you open your mind to new information. So invest a couple of dollars or whatever, small money that you can invest. Then you look at it with new eyes. Go on Google, YouTube, just search for information. What is blockchain? There are thousands of pages, videos.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, there is crypto blockchain, there is business blockchain, there are all different kinds of blockchains, and there is so much material available on YouTube as well as on ibm.com/blockchain. There's so much information available. You can download their virtual machines where everything is installed. Unfortunately, it's only for MacBooks or Macs. It's not available for Windows systems yet, when I last checked a couple of weeks ago. But again, you can accomplish the same thing on Windows as well. And Shoaib Ahmed is saying, hi, Alex and Dr. Aijaz. One of the best, powerful, and most professional profession is network marketing. Oh, okay. So we'll talk about network marketing for sure. Thank you so much. And our friend Richard Ox is saying that he is from the West. So thank you so much for being with us, Rashid. I'm sorry, I said Richard. Rashid, so thank you so much for being with us. Appreciate your time. So Alex, we talked about the Facebook networking and things like that. Most of the time we go to private meetings or conferences and, or weddings, right? Kind of thing. So when we go to weddings, we sit with our family, and I have seen lots of people, they're there at the wedding, and they're just sitting with their family, people who already know. But what I personally do is I get up as soon as I finish eating. I get up either before the meal or after the meal. I get up and go and sit to different tables and try to meet and get to know people. What do you think, in your opinion, what different ways people can adopt to really network?
But you had a good example there. I was myself at a wedding just 2 days ago. We had this wedding party after the wedding, and there was this table placements, and I came there with my girlfriend, but they had placed us on different tables for networking purposes. So that was already set up by the host.
Oh,
really proactive by the host.
Very nice.
It works really good. But I mean, everyone is networking, whether they know it or not. The only people that is not networking, they are locked inside, no windows, no phone line, no internet. Then you are not networking. Yeah. Once you step outside the door, your networking starts. But it's That's really tough to understand this, but everyone is doing it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, I read a fact long time ago, very long time ago, that 80% of the jobs or requirements are not, listed. They're filled by the people who know those people. 80% of that. So 20% comes to the job boards, and recruitment websites and things like that. Yeah. And then out of those 20%, 80% are already filled somehow. So the remaining is very tiny, which is left over. So just imagine, if you don't network, what are you losing? So what do you think about that kind of research that they have done? Is it right?
I'm not sure if it's right or wrong, but it is facts. The people that, and here you can see it as well. If you network with people, you have a much stronger chance to take care of your family in a better way. You have a better chance for better positions, better workplaces, and so on. And another thing to think about is that, let's say that if you are an employer and you get to choose from 10 people, they have the same skills, but you have a big network. Maybe you could bring in some customers. So the employers also choose you from if they can see your network, for example. I would, and I do, definitely. And I mean, I am in the same position myself. My current career comes from networking only. You know,
Yeah.
because I started in this blockchain cryptocurrency market a couple of years ago, and I started to self-educate at the same time networking with people, and they brought me education. So my education, my self-education just skyrocketed, and now I mean, as you said, invited to the blockchain forum of Pakistan. It's a great honor for me. There are amazing people in there, and I get to learn even more because of networking.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Awesome. So, what are you doing yourself to increase the networking around you?
Like I really love the Facebook platform with the Facebook Live, like we're doing right now. If you do it like you are doing it now with an open setting, what's it called when you have the not open but not closed? I got hooked up here. You know, when you public setting, so everyone.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So the people that are watching this stream right now, it's probably your friends and my friends.
Yes.
But some of their friends can also see that these guys and girls are watching.
That's right.
And they are coming in and they are thinking, oh, who are these two bald guys? You know, they're kind of an interesting discussion. And some of them ask questions in the stream. Some of them send us friend requests without communicating, and we throw them in the bin. You know?
That's right.
But this is a good way to network.
That's right. Yeah. And some people, you know, they do the announcement in English and then they do the show in Urdu, right?
Yes. I'm trying to learn some Urdu. I downloaded the application. It's a bit slow for me, but I'm going to learn basic Urdu. I promise
you. Absolutely. And I always have the slider going on which says, please share if you care. So you have to share. I mean, if you care. And one day somebody asked me that, okay, what are you doing to promote your message? And I said, I'm doing Facebook Live. He said, does everybody have access to Facebook Live? I said, not necessarily. There are people who don't have laptops or tablets or smartphones even. And he said, okay, what are you doing about your message getting to them? You talk about networking and things like that, but what are you doing to them? And I stood speechless, you know, because I did not have an answer. And I said, okay, what do you think? What should I do? He said, okay, you can do this. You can tell your friends who are live with you watching, because they have the luxury to afford the technology, and they can share your message to the others who do not have that technology. So go out there, try to network and share the information with the other people who are unfortunate. They do not have the access to the technology. So I would request humbly to please share if you care in any way or any form or any shape you can. So thank you so much. All right, so getting back now, you have an experiment going on, Alex, about networking, and I'm really enjoying that experiment. I'm part of that experiment, and it connected me to lots of great people. Charlene Burke is also one of them, and she's watching us right now. She's with us, and she's saying, I brought her comment on, and she said, hello to you both. Good to see you talking about networking. Relationship begins with the hello. So you have to say hello. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Don't just send the friend request to Alex and just expect that, you know, they will accept. One other thing is that people have fake IDs on Facebook. Lots of people. They would put pretty faces on the Facebook, and they would expect that the other party will be, you know, seduced by those pretty pictures and will accept the request. I don't do that. So they can send me 10,000 requests, but they will not be accepted just because of the pretty pictures. And I can tell by looking at the request that these people are fake. I just delete those requests. So Please do introduce always. That's the first thing. Wherever you are, you have to have something to say. So in order to say something, Alex, what would you suggest about the elevator speech, or that kind of thing? How can people prepare that?
Like an elevator pitch.
Yes.
I think
What is it? First of all, let's define what is an elevator pitch.
An elevator pitch is like a pitch that is maximum 20 seconds. Okay, it depends on how many floors you're going, but
yes.
But say 15, 20 seconds at the top. You can pitch yourself, or you can pitch a business in an elevator pitch. I prefer to pitch, like a friendship pitch. That's the easiest thing to do. Just say, as Charlene said, hello.
Yeah. Exactly.
Make a positive comment. Hey man, that is kick-ass shoes you got there. Where did you buy these shoes? Yeah. Give them something positive. Don't lie. If the shoes are ugly, don't say they're looking good.
That's right. Yeah. Because they know they're looking ugly, right?
yeah. Just get some conversation going, and then you have something, and maybe you meet in the bar later, or anywhere. Just say hello.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember my mentor, Alex. His name is T.Cat Hauser. T.Cat Hauser is a very famous author of many books. He has written a book with Siddiq, Muhammad Siddiq, my friend. Also, they co-authored together. He's no more with us, but the first thing he taught us was how to do the icebreaker. So he just we first time met on the net, and he picked up on my glasses. I said, "Wow, Aijaz, you have such wonderful glasses."
Yes.
I mean, yeah. I know my glasses are good, but again, that was a nice way to acknowledge the other side, and I felt good that, oh man, somebody is talking about my glasses. Wow, how good, how cool is he? So same thing again, you can start saying to Alex, you have beautiful glasses, man. Where did you buy them? So, by the way, that is true. That is true, Alex.
Thanks.
All right. Charlene is saying something else too, so let's bring that. By the way, she said she's waving to both of us, so thank you so much, Charlene. Appreciate that. And Sohail Noor is saying pretty pictures are forever trend. Yes, it is forever trend. And our friend Smita Sharad Gandhi is saying hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. So Charlene is saying, yes, say something positive about them. Yeah, absolutely. It is important to say positive. I mean, negative doesn't take you anywhere, no matter what, no matter in conversation or in thinking or doing things negatively, it doesn't take you anywhere. So thank you so much, Charlene, for sharing that wisdom with us. So Alex, that networking experiment, what do you think? What is your report on, we have been on it for some time now. What do you think? Is it something really that you want to continue and turn it into a reality and go away from experiment, or you want to abandon that, or how you want to approach?
No, I definitely want to continue doing it. We've been doing it for a couple of months right now. And to explain short for people what it is, I started a small group of people, 1 or 2 people from each country. I think we're 9 people in the beginning. We represented 7 countries. And we just said that we're going to meet at regular intervals to get to know each other, then introduce more people into this group. It's forbidden to pitch business. It's only to build like a global network.
Friendship.
Where we can trust each other. And so far it's working good, I think. It's Charlene is here watching your show right now, and you have communicated with her. So
absolutely.
It's a slow work, but I think it's could be a good thing in the end for many people.
Great. Well, thank you so much. I'm really enjoying that network. So thank you so much. Now let's go back to the conversation. So to start the conversation, and when we are trying to network, when we approach, you said, you say something positive about them, and that would, break the ice. But can you share any other icebreakers with us?
It's different from every situation.
Okay.
I usually just say something positive that is true. They know if you, as I said, if you say something that is false, they know it, and they will never communicate with you. So
Yeah.
I think the first meeting is of course important, but the most important meeting is the follow-up. How can you do the follow-up? You don't want to add people on Facebook just by meeting in an elevator, of course.
Yeah.
So the elevator meetings, if you are talking about that, these are quick meetings that you maybe meet them one other time. You know, if you're in a lobby in a hotel that you used to go to, maybe this person will be there more often. Don't push it on the short meetings.
Right.
Just meet a lot of people instead and say hello to them, and be positive. So if you do this continuously, you will meet the same person several times. Then you can start to communicate more, and maybe, hey man, could we connect on Facebook? You seem like a cool guy or a girl, so we can trade some information. I want to know what you're doing, and just share general ideas depending on how you meet.
Absolutely. Now, Sohail Noor is a well-known artist in Europe. He's from Pakistan, and he paints. He's a painter. Excellent painting. So he's trying to break the ice with you, Alex, and see what he's saying. He's saying, very nice wallpaper on your back, Alex.
Yeah.
That's another good way.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. It's our kitchen wallpaper. So throw me a friend request after that comment. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The ice is broken. So see, viewers, I just brought up that comment just because of this reason, that see how nicely, I mean, Sohail Noor found something to say about, and see, that broke the ice. Now, Alex is going to remember his name. I had a little introduction about him. Everybody knows Alex. So, I mean, things like that. Just do small things to break that ice. Now, one thing, okay, sorry. Before I ask that question, I have a question from here. Sohail Noor is saying, yeah, trying to learn. So thank you so much. Yeah, that's why we are here. We try to share the knowledge and wisdom from our guests with you. So that's how the show goes. Rana Tokir, our sister, is saying, when I go to any Facebook group, I see there are more providers than seekers, and people are not interested in knowing about each other. Okay. So she's saying that there are more sellers than the getters or the seekers. So yes. She's part of different groups, and but unfortunately, that's the reality, that everybody's trying to sell their stuff and not understand what other people want.
I think it's if she's talking about Facebook groups.
Yes,
it's up to the administrators. I have been in the same position myself, where I was the one that pushed all the information. I did not include people in that decision, and that is really bad for building groups and communities. I learned this the hard way. You need to invite people, give them responsibility. Like you have several administrators for a group, for example. So that creates a better flow in the groups, so that it will not be like she's saying right now. It's only like providers.
Right.
It creates more interest if somehow. I'm still learning on that, but I see that it's working when I do it the other way around. Awesome. Instead of trying to control everything.
Great. Okay, Alex, that was awesome. So I hope everybody has learned something about networking, that how important it is to really network with people. Networking will take you so much further in your personal life, in your professional life, everything. It's all about networking. If you don't network, what I used to do when I was working, in my IT career, I kept on going from consulting to the desk job, And, when I did the desk job, I thought that, okay, probably it's not important for me to network, So I kind of took a step back and just kept working without meeting people, going to the conferences, going to, networking meetings. And there is a group of people who are arranging these kind of networking groups. So CEOs and COOs and CFOs and those kind of CXOs, they come to that meeting. It's just like $2 kind of thing, and it's an evening event, weekly, happening over here, and everybody gets together there, and the group is known as Happen. So Happen is in every city in Canada, major city in Canada, and they do these kind of things. So they bring in a speaker. It's a $2 entry. You go in there, you meet people, you exchange business cards. That's how they facilitate the networking. So it's a great thing to do. But again, what do you think when people are working? Do you think that they need networking? They're working.
Yeah.
Why do they need networking?
Yeah. If they are in a position where they want to stay their whole life, you know, if they want to have the exact same job, the exact same salary, the exact same opportunity, then they should stay. Don't network. But if you don't network, someone will push you away that is networking. So you will never stay in the same, you will go down. So you need some networking to stay in one place. Today it's like that. So if you're not networking, you're actually going down. Maybe slow, maybe fast, I don't know, but I think everyone should network.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you, because what happened, my real life example, when I was working, I didn't network. So when I was off the job, I got bored with the desk job, same thing, doing again. You know, in consulting, there is an opportunity to go meet new people, new clients, new projects, things like that, right? So when I went back to the consulting world, I barely knew people because I did not network when I was working. So I think you're working or not working, networking is the utmost important. You have to do that.
Yeah. There is one more point that I just bring up. That is when you have a network, regardless if it's small or if it's huge or medium sized, you must take care of the network, and you don't have to, you know, socialize with the whole network. I mean, I have 1,800 friends on Facebook, but it's enough to send them some message now and again, you know, or comment on one of their posts. I know that it might sound cold, but it's not really. I do this on your post sometimes. Hey man, that's a great hat, you know,
yeah.
or whatever, and then you strike up the memory in this person, and you retain the relation. One little comment, that's all that's needed to maintain your network. Don't forget that. I think it's important.
Absolutely, I would agree to that. You know how kids, we tell kids, right, that we love you, I love you, I love you, and the kids keep reminding us that we love you, I love you, things like that. I mean, those words, they really mean something, right? That is to tell each other that they are there for themselves, right? For the others, right? So the same thing is that if you are in a network, whatever it is, your personal network, your professional network, whatever it is, keep reminding them your presence. That is a very, very important thing, to keep reminding about yourself that you are there, just by saying something, right? As you said, Alex, that you come to my post and say, hey, this is good, this was great, this was awesome, even if it was in Urdu, you know. But that's really great way to really keep reminding that, yes, I remember Alex is there. So I mean, this is really, really important to really keep reminding. Some people think that, okay, I'm there, that's it, people should know I'm there, that's it. Even in the family, they don't go and try to, you know, communicate with the family saying that, you know, they're there, and they get neglected that way. You have to have that kind of attitude to remind. Okay, Charlene has a long comment. Let me put, it might block your face though, but Alex, I'll bring it, and I'll read it through. Networking on purpose, with purpose, whether in person or online, it is important to build and nurture a relationship. Absolutely, I agree. However, casual, yes, it must be casual. I mean, it should not go beyond the certain limits, right? Everything has a limit. Don't need to socialize with everyone, but you do need to keep in touch with a small group so you are remembered. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you don't have to really interact with everyone. I would agree. You have any comments on that comment, Alex?
No, I think that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlene she's a fantastic networker.
Oh, she is. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Great. So that brings us to the end of our show. What would be your final words about networking, Alex, for our viewers?
There are many people that are not networking, start networking. There are two ways. You can do it just build a network, and you can do it at the same time building a business. So it's two different choices. Business is not for everyone, but if you can earn money at the same time building a network. So think about what you want to do, but start building a network today, right now. I implore you strongly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Viewers, you heard Alex. Alex is saying, start building. If you're not doing networking, start building your network. Do it now. Now is the time, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Alex, for your precious time. I really enjoy talking, and I'm a big fan of networking, meeting other people, and knowing what are they up to and things like that. So it's really, really wonderful. Norola, yeah, I'm sorry you joined us late, but you can watch the recording after we go offline, and you will have the opportunity to listen to beautiful words and wisdom from Alex. And remember, networking is really, really important for you. So. And so, Elnur, you have started networking. That's great. That's awesome. I see you posting your pictures and doing live about your paintings. So that's a great way to introduce yourself. But again, never do one-way push. Always try to interact with people. You know, if I keep on pushing, and I don't interact, then it would be one way. A street, and people don't like one-way street. People are human beings. They want to express their feelings as well. So that's why I like this platform where you can interact with me and my guest and ask questions and give comments. It's more interactive rather than me doing a talk and presentation and things like that and sharing my thought with you or my guest thought one way. No, I don't like that. So this is a great way of networking for me as well. As I was telling Alex before we started the show, that yes, I'm doing this show for networking, and I meet new people every single day. So thank you so much, everyone joining us. I really appreciate your time and effort, and stay tuned, and we'll bring Alex again. I will be doing some blockchain kind of thing, some education on blockchain. I'm preparing for that, so stay tuned. We'll have a regular show on that. And Alex will be my guest on one of those shows. Definitely, we'll talk all about blockchain.
Let's schedule it.
Absolutely. All right, viewers, thank you so much. Stay blessed. Thank you, everyone.